Friend, so good to see you. Welcome back to Calm. And it's Carla Carrasco. And today's meditation is interesting because it was going in one way. And then, much like when I broke my leg, it went in a completely other way. So, fun themes in life, right? Like we get these themes sometimes where it's like we think we're, doing one thing and then the universe has a plan for another. So we're going to just go with the flow on this one. So today happens to be Monday, the 29th, and it's the Capricorn full moon. So, as we have mentioned before in other videos, full moons are nice and bright. So, what they're doing is illuminating, and they illuminate areas that we can possibly take a look at to release and things that no longer serve us. So, we can bring consciousness to those kinds of things. That's not actually the full direction that this meditation wanted to go in today. I also today am attending a celebration of life for an extended family member who is an uncle to me. And so it just got me in a little bit of contemplation this morning about honoring a life that has affected me and is now onto the spirit realm, which is interesting because this past week I was driving just into town, and we have these birds here in Hawaii called myna birds. They're very chatty and boisterous, and um, they have a lot of energy. But this one, he was hitting the road, and then there was multiple, like 6 to 8 birds, like surrounding him, squawking over his body. And my initial reaction was like, oh, I don't like seeing that. There was like a ping inside of me. And I could hear a different voice come in and question that. Like, what is it that you don't like about this scene? And as I sat more quiet, and what my mind came up with was fascinating because it started tuning in to the bird. So clearing my mind, tuning into the bird. And what I heard was he was finally getting his real wings. And it went on to say that while the bird is on this earthly plane, it's the wings that it comes with can only go so high. They're limited as they are, on this plane. And once they cross over, they get their real wings and are fully able to be free, ultimate freedom. And so then I started tuning into the birds that were jumping all around him. And it was very interesting that my mind said that those were his friends and partner celebrating his return back to spirit. Now, that wasn't what I expected my mind to go into or think of when I was focusing on why I didn't like what I was seeing. So I found it fascinating that my brain decided to reframe this experience that I previously, because my brain initially, when it sees something dead in the road, is like, oh, and my body gets that little clench. And after that thought came through, it was like, oh, that was beautiful. So, a different way of seeing, which has reminded me of how that's our entire experience here and how we interpret absolutely everything. that's going on in our lives and in our worlds. And sometimes when we see other people's lives and other people's worlds, we have opinions and things. And what is it that we actually want to think about it? And especially in regard to this idea of death. Often, death we don't talk about. We try to pretend like it's never going to happen to us, especially, or loved ones, or beloved pets. And it's part of this experience. It's very much a part of our earthly experience. And as much as there are emotions like deep grief and sadness that surround this concept of death, there can also, we can tune into other energies like that complete ultimate freedom from any of the restrictions that we experience here on this earthly plane. So, with that, today's meditation, we are going to explore some of that, explore, um, yeah, this concept that we don't talk about very much, which is death and dying. And we're not going to go too deep. But we are just going to touch on it. So with that, let's get into our comfortable position, whichever one you are deciding to choose for today. You can be sitting up, reclining, laying down. You can gently allow your eyes to close. And if you feel you need to keep them open, that's fine. Just lower your gaze and possibly pick a fixed point that's unmoving for least amount of distraction. Tuning into the breath, allowing yourself to breathe in and out of the nose. Adjusting the body to get comfortable. Just bringing awareness to the surface underneath you that's supporting you and holding you. Beginning to slow the breath down even further. And we'll go into our first breath pattern of a 4 by 6, where we will inhale for 4, hold for a brief moment, exhale for 6 seconds, with another brief little pause at the bottom of the exhale before repeating our pattern. So to prepare, let's take a nice deep inhale in and exhaling completely. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Let's release the count and now allow your own natural breath to come back. Let's let our mind begin to bring in all of those who have passed, the people we've known, maybe that were close to us, maybe not so close to us, maybe even our beloved animals that have passed. Just allowing their spirits to surround us for this moment. And allow one of those people or animals to come forward a little more brighter. Perhaps you'll notice them in your mind's eye. They will come forward, or you'll hear their name more, or you'll just feel it like it's this one, auntie or uncle, or perhaps it's a parent or a child or a pet or a cousin or a friend, or maybe even a complete stranger, but they affected your life in some kind of way. And for now, we'll just pick one. And let's tune into their essence, what this person represented for you. And sometimes maybe we're going to release judgment in this moment. Sometimes this person maybe wasn't always showing up as the best person in this lifetime. And that's okay. We're just noticing. We're noticing what types of words comes through and sentiments or feelings with regard towards this individual who has affected our life. And with this person in mind, I will make somewhat of a command statement, and you're going to trust and allow whatever to start coming through after I say it. So let's take a nice deep breath in and exhaling completely. Show or tell me one lesson I've learned from this individual. And as you're thinking of this individual and the lessons or lesson that has come through about them, let's check in with your physical body and notice what's going on in the physical body. Are you noticing anything in your feet or your legs or your hips? Are there any sensations in your pelvis, your solar plexus, or stomach area? How about in the chest or along somewhere along the spine? Are you noticing any physical sensations around the shoulders or the neck or throat, or even anywhere around the face or head? It's quite possible that by thinking of this individual, that it might conjure up an emotion to come through the body. And so let's sit with this emotion. The emotion is an expression, it's going to express itself through physical sensation in the body. So let's become a little more aware of what the body is doing right now and hold those body parts or body part, maybe one at a time, in your mind as best as you can, and allow that physical sensation to just be there without wanting it to be anything different. If you notice your mind wandering, you can always connect back to your breath and then scan the body and go back to a physical sensation. It can be small, it can be barely detectable, or maybe it's even really big right now. You're noticing you're feeling lots of constriction in the chest or in the heart or in the throat. And let's just let it be there. Perhaps even breathing towards it, as if to say, I accept that you're here and I will support you by breathing. And if you're ready to move forward, let's wrap this individual and all of these thoughts and these physical sensations with our mind. Let's put it in a bubble or a circle, putting all of these energies or feelings, thoughts into this bubble and allowing it to move up and out of the consciousness for now, sending it back to wherever it needs to go, where it can be the most peaceful and the most free. And let's engage in our second breath of a box breathing, where we will inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4 before repeating our pattern again. So let's take a nice deep inhale in And exhaling completely. And inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Release the count, allowing your own natural rhythmic breath to come back. And let's give notice to our own present life and something we are ready to release, something we've noticed that no longer serves us. And it can be anything. It can be an object, it can be a thought process, a pattern you've been recognizing lately. And often, if your mind does come up with an individual, like a person, I often don't think of people as specifically releasing them. What I like to think of is releasing the way I've related with or towards them. So you're not specifically releasing people in this meditation, but the way you interact possibly with them. So let's take a moment to allow our mind to settle on one specific situation, thing, thought, process that we notice is no longer serving our highest good, and that we too would like to celebrate its release and return back to spirit. And as we are allowing that thought of whatever we are ready to release. Again, let's tune into this physical body and just notice any physical sensations that may be arising because of the thought. You might even notice an emotion wanting to come through, or it's just physical sensation that you're noticing. And honestly, the physical sensation might feel like the word nothing. I'm feeling nothing. And that's okay too. Or it can feel like little tingles, or tightness, tension, or pain, itching, or temperature change. Maybe it feels cold or warm. Starting at the feet, notice if there's any sensation in the feet or the legs, perhaps in the hips or the pelvis. Do you notice any sensations in the stomach or solar plexus? Anywhere along the spine? Or in the chest? Any sensations down the arms into the hands or the shoulders? And doing a check in with any sensation either in the throat, neck, face, or anywhere on the head. Let's allow a couple moments to breathe towards any sensation, even if the sensation is nothing. Let's take all those thoughts of whatever wants to be released for today. And again, let's put them in a nice big circle or bubble. And let's return it back to spirit, watching it go up and out of the consciousness, or even just thinking about it going up and out of the consciousness. And let's engage in our last breath pattern of a 4-7-8, where we will inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8, before repeating the pattern. So to begin, let's take a nice deep inhale in and exhaling completely. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release the count. Hold breath to come back. Knowing nothing truly leaves without leaving something behind. Just like the bird that left its physical body, or a loved one that leaves memories. A chapter in life leaves lessons, and a pattern leaves space. As you begin to return your awareness to the room around you, take a moment to notice what remains. People who have touched your life, they may not always remain in their physical form. The seasons of our lives may change, relationships evolve, identities fall away, patterns get released, yet something always remains: a lesson, a memory, a strength that maybe you didn't even know you possessed, a deeper understanding of what matters most. Let's take a nice, slow, deep inhale in. And as you exhale, let's thank whatever came to mind today: the person, the experience, the lesson. And we know that many endings are not easy, and not every ending makes sense. But each ending has helped shape the person that you're becoming. Taking another deep inhale in and exhaling completely and trusting that what's meant to stay will stay, and what's meant to go can be released with gratitude. Coming back to the space, becoming aware of your physical body, maybe beginning to move it around, making circles with the wrists or the ankles, moving the legs or your torso or your head back and forth, perhaps even giving a nice stretch overhead. Mm. And again, thank you so much, friend, for being present and taking this time out to tune into yourself and what wants to show up for you today. And this could be a touchy subject. So remember to be super gentle with yourself throughout the day if this maybe brought up some feelings about a loved one or a challenging person or even pets. Pets are big for me, and I love pets. So they are extensions of our family and lessons and patterns that have helped shape our life, but maybe are no longer necessary. So thank you again for being here. I love you so, so much. And I definitely look forward to seeing you again next week. Take care, friend.